in Google. So it's going to fail. So that's the raw version of the presentation, by the way. But anyway, I'm going to continue. So what we do is we want to provide AI on the phone like a digital assistant, and it's going to function on your phone, and it's going to be an NFT. So you're going to download this NFT, and the NFT will come with some cognitive abilities. For instance, one NFT will have different cognitive abilities, such as EQ, for instance, or reasoning, or abstract thinking. And we're going to give this NFT a face like this, or like this. So you're going to see these people in your phone, and it's going to be hyper-realistic. And the features that we are providing is not only a digital assistant. It's going to be much, much more than that. So you are going to be the first person who is talking to this Metacon baby or this NFT. You are going to be the one who is teaching. And it doesn't know anything before arriving to your phone, and you are going to be the only one teaching to this NFT in your own language. And here we developed also a concept which is called Earn to Teach. So we are having a token which is the NTCN token, and the NTCN token can be earned every day if you interact with your NFT on your phone. We are giving you NTCN token for the first 10 minutes of your interaction. And afterwards, what happens with the NTCN token? After a while, your baby's memory will be complete, and you have to buy more space in the cloud. So you have to spend NTCN token to buy more space. And we have here very interesting tokenomics. The backbone of our project is the NTCN token and the Baby AI NFT. And as you can see here, the Baby AI NFT comes with cognitive skills, which you can develop over time by talking, by teaching, etc. And you can buy some boost or buy some accessories to your baby in the market using NTCN token. And after a while, where we want to reach is a point where people can also dedicate their NFTs, their expert NFTs, to teach other NFTs. So let's say your NFT is an expert on artistry, or it's an expert about physics. You're going to stake your NFT on the cloud, and other people will also stake their NFTs next to your expert NFT, and it's going to be like going to college. So instead of spending, let's say, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months teaching your NFT some specific topics, you can do it by assigning this NFT on the expert NFT together, and the expert NFT will teach very quickly, let's say in a couple of weeks, what it knows. This is our team, and these are our partners. Thank you very much. I can take questions if you like.
So how far along in the development of this are you? How soon are you going to release these NFTs?
Yes. We have a prototype working actually. There was a video, but it was a wrong presentation, so I couldn't show you. Our prototype now can learn how to count, for instance, do some basic operations. But where we want to reach actually, to go until the end, like one NFT is staying, it's an expert on physics, let's say, and it's teaching other NFTs, etc. This is a very long way actually. I think we will need like at least 3-4 years to reach that point.
Do you anticipate any friction in listing your mobile app in iOS or Google Play, for example, given the token nature and the fact that there's AI algorithms and models and people trading them?
Yes, of course, there will be an app. We developed everything for now on a PC, of course, because it's easy for us, but the final product we are going to issue will be an app on the mobile devices.
And how exactly do people train these models? supervised learning, or are they just doing data sets, or they, like, how exactly do you train up your model?
Yes, the training will be done on the mobile device directly. You're going to give permission to the camera and also to the microphone, and the NFT will be talking to you directly. So you're going to talk with it, and it's going to respond to you. This is the experience that we are trying to develop. Yeah.
How do you see sustaining a token model? Do you think it's really necessary to have a token? Why?
Yes, actually, this whole project started with the token. We think token issuing is important because we are trying to build our own ecosystem. That's why we thought we need an NFT and also a token. NFT will be necessary because people want to maybe change their NFT, as I showed here before. The
I
NFT
understand the NFT, but I think the tokenization, who pays for the token and at what point?
earning the token will be done with teaching every day. So the first 10 minutes of your interaction will be rewarded with the token. And that's how people can accumulate the token, because we want the grinding effect. We want that people don't forget their NFTs, that they come every day, they teach, and they talk with it. By the way, it's our own algorithm, which does everything. So we also can take investors to our project, to our company, and also investors on the token. Does it answer your question?
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hello everyone. I hope you are having fun in Istanbul. Welcome to Istanbul. Before starting my presentation, I would like to ask you, please, do you know that you can earn free coffee just by walking? Or you can earn free NFT just by walking? So, I will explain how we are doing with Walkers Apples. So, okay, thank you. So what is the Walkers App? Walkers App is a fitness, well-being and real-time game application. We are calling it multi-earn application. By Walkers App, you can earn Walkers Point, and you can use that Walkers Point in a Walkers Market. Also, you can donate your steps, not only in the market, also there's a donation option. So who we are, this is our team. As a team, we have 2 failed projects. Also, we done 1 exit, successful exit. And as a masterpiece, right now, we have the Walkers. So what is the problem? What is the solution? There are a lot of problems in the world, but as a Walkers, what we are doing, there are a lot of inactivity problems, every basket amounts problems. There is a user loyalty problem for the brands, alternative sales and marketing channel is always problem for the brands. Also, increasing carbon emission rates in the world, so we are motivating people to walk, and in that way we are trying to reduce the carbon credits. So what is the user cycle? Actually, user cycle is very basic and easy. So you just need to download the Walkers app. Then you just need to start the walk. Then you can earn Walkers point for your each steps. So with that point, you can spend that point in the Walkers market. So you will have a lot of benefits, NFTs, discounts, promotion codes, and so on. Also, we have a donation options also. As a team, our strong muscle is brand cooperation. So that's why, as you can see, we have a lot of brands. We deal with a lot of brands. Almost we are doing 1 brand cooperation every 5 days. And it's not only a local company in Turkey, also we are doing some business with the global markets. And I'm coming how we are doing this. So user and brand seeing that when they are opening the app, there is NFTs. Also, there is a gamification for your wall. And you can, and there is a lot of benefits. You can think like this. We are merging both by with the Pokemon Go application. So on the background, what we are proposing to customers. So we are providing loyalty as a service to customers. We are telling them you don't need to create your own loyalty from scratch because you need to create the department. So you need to hire the employees. So instead of this, just to be part of the Walkers app, so we have great brand networking. So you can be the one brand in our app. Okay. So we have one strategic partner, Small IQ. So this is the key point for our project. Actually. So by Small IQ, they are providing mapping, indoor and outdoor mapping. And we are using these maps in airports and the malls because we work in hotels. There are a lot of malls in the world, and people just walking and they don't know what to do. So we are pushing them to direct some special shops or some special place to get free credit or to get some discounts. Also in airports, there are a lot of people just sitting and not walking, not doing anything. So we are telling them, if you are walking just 500 steps, for example, so you can earn free coffee or you can earn free NFTs. So also we have the NFTs. My time is growing, and I would like to say that, okay, my time is up. I don't want to steal the time of the other competitors. That's why I would like to ask you that you can install our app and you can get the walkers and you can experience walkers. Thank you. Okay, if you have any questions.
So, are you focused on the Turkish market? So you're like stepping from Turkey? Is that kind of, are you focused on the Turkish market?
Yeah, actually, more than, as I mentioned in my presentation, more than 60 grants we already did. So in that grants, there are a lot of fashions. Fashion groups. For example, we have the ability to sell for the women's revolution. A lot of grants I can show it to you by presentation, but most of them, it's a famous grant.
Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts on things that maybe STEPN did correctly, incorrectly, and generally how you guys are differentiating yourselves.
Okay, yes, you're right. Also, people know that there are a lot of competitors for us in the walking app. But some of them is just tracking your walk, like an application. And some of them is doing, you can make a donation by the walk. Okay, but there is no gamification on that application. So we are doing something from our competitors. And then on the top of it, we are adding gamification. Because as walkers, we are believing that gamification is everything in the new world. So if you want to be part of that, so you need to make gamification in everything, in your daily job, in your daily activity like work. That's why we are merging all of it. And we are merging it with gamification. This is the key point for our project.
And how do you make this network cycle resistant? In other words, what's to prevent people from spinning up any number of accounts and generally expanding the network, farming tokens, generally being, net detractive?
Actually, people is very, right now looking at the population. Okay? Population, almost everyone is walking. So we are just trying to motivate you to we are giving them some discount. Some people very interested in discount for example, for some sports events. But some people is very motivated to get some free card. And some other people is very interested in the NFT and blockchain and Web3 world. So we are trying to touch everyone. That's why our brand is very wide. I hope you got the whole answers. If you have any question from you, that's all.
Close up, I think.
Yes, great, thank you.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'm Jan Fintescu, co-founder of Wise. And today I'm going to invite you to a deep dive to explore this big iceberg here, and especially the submerged part of it, representing here the crypto pre-sale market. And indeed, about 80% of funds are raised at the pre-sale stage in crypto. And what's pretty remarkable is the lack of transparency. What we have today regarding, for example, the launch date, the vesting, or also the token distributions that can be delayed. And to address those issues, we came up with an app to unify fundraising and token management. So quickly how it works. A project owner can create a charge token for any investment round, for example seed, private, pre-sale, and allocate it to investors who can hold those charge tokens to later on claim the underlying project token. They can also withdraw them, trade them, for example. So they have much more flexibility in terms of token management from day one, but also more transparency, and the vesting terms are set in a smart contract. So overall, it will increase the level of trust towards the project. Now, what are the benefits for the project themselves? But obviously, by providing more transparency and flexibility, it will help attract more investors. Also, the token management distribution is simplified, handled automatically through smart contract. And also for early price discovery, it helps the project teams to adjust their strategy and potentially also help them set the terms of the future investment rounds. Now one may ask, what are the risks of pre-sale investors dumping their charge tokens? And to address those issues, we came up with 5 solutions. The first 2 ones have been implemented already, and 3 will be added later on. The first one is staking of charge tokens, which can be implemented from day one of fundraising to reward holders. And the second one are withdrawal fees that can be set. And those are accumulated and then redistributed to the main stakers. So you can see it here in the simulation on the left side. We have investors withdraw early on, pay a fee, whereas on the right side, investors will be holders, and withdrawing later on will actually be rewarded. So what happens basically is the dumpers of reward holders. So our app is already on the testnet, and we're preparing to onboard projects on EVM-compatible blockchains. So the perspective now, well, I was mentioning the 3 components to sustain growth and reduce the selling pressure. But beyond that, the objective is to create an instant launch platform with a greater token economy and greater value proposition than current launch packs. And this will rely on the YC token, which will have a leveraged dual burn mechanism. And also we will remove completely the lottery system that exists through today in current launch packs. The idea behind that, we want investors to proactively decide which project they're going to invest to have a more engaged and supportive community. Then we also have farming, adaptive farming, and it will enable partnerships very early on, before the project actually launch. So this will allow to increase the network effect early on. And finally, we will also promote the DICO model that was introduced in 2018 by Butchery. We will slightly adapt it, and the idea behind this is to split fundraising in smaller fundraising rounds, to stretch out the selling pressure, but also ensure that the milestones have been reached by projects. And this will be decided collectively through DAO. Roadmap, and what we're looking for now is mainly partnerships with with VCs to help us onboard projects, and those VCs would get a share of the platform fees from onboarded projects, which constitute our revenue model. And we're also starting to sense interest for a seed round. Here's our team. We have prior experience in blockchain development, and within also sizes of companies from small startups to Fortune 500 companies. Thank you.
Can you tell me a bit more about your background and what you've done before, etc.?
Originally, I was in Safran, which is an aircraft company. I have had different roles there, the last being head of department to provide new numerical methods for the design office and the production office. So it's about technical issues, but it's also change management, view things differently in a big corporate role. And after that, I stepped on into blockchain as an investor myself. So I was also confronted to these kind of issues in pre-sale stages. And we also developed an app that was managing a fraction of real estate. And for example, the idea was to have a new role of what you call not tenant, not no owner, but to have like a fractional ownership where you can pay your rent, but on top of your rent, acquire fractional ownership on top of it. So it's kind of a fluid situation where you're not a tenant, not an owner. So it's kind of innovative solution.
I'd love to hear, there's Dove Mountain data, I believe, that was recently acquired by Safari. And generally, there's a few other solutions that are maybe either databases or SaaS-like companies. How do you view, this being generally more of a network approach, differentiating and competing with some of those others?
I didn't answer the question.
Sorry?
I didn't answer the question, so sorry.
Are you familiar with Dove Mountain data or any of these other folks that are basically doing cap tables, vesting periods, and similar heuristics?
Yeah, we mean like Launchpad.
Right.
Yeah, what we want to do beyond Launchpad, to take Launchpad, they're just for a very, very short period of time, just for the public sake. So they have just a short hype, but they don't provide much value add to the projects. What we want to do is onboard projects, especially those which are not web-related, to handle all the token management systems, so they don't have to care about the token management, distribution, investing, etc. It's all set in smart contract. So we provide also advisory for the token economy eventually, so they can focus on the core value. And beyond that, we have also a strong token economy, for example, of course buyback and burn, for example, but also, let's say, investors, if they want to invest, they have to stake our token, which we're going to create, but they will not invest with that token directly. They will get stake rewards in forms of investment credits, so they have to be holders to get those investment credits, and burn them to decide which project they're going to invest. So it's a proactive selection process, which you don't have to pay Launchpad. Launchpad, you just do a lottery, you hope to win, and you're not going to be a holder because you just apply to new projects. So we want to create a more proactive community that would help also then attract better projects. That's the core idea.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, it's Ali. I'm CEO and co-founder of a gaming-focused fintech startup, Break. So the problem in the gaming industry is that the economic models are really corrupt. It has many disadvantages for players. So all of the value of players is locked inside games and cannot be monetized. Also, there is no option to cash back, to withdraw the value for players. And we are solving this problem with using blockchain as an accelerator. We are building a blockchain-powered mobile gaming ecosystem, which is also not requiring any blockchain knowledge for both players and game creators. Also, a crypto wallet is not required. You may ask if we cannot solve this problem without the help of blockchain. No, we cannot, since it will be impossible to build such complex financial and legal structure without the help of blockchain. So our main product is Wake Launcher. It's a super app for mobile gaming. It has everything ready for gamers, and it has been accessed with a simple login with phone numbers. So it's already released in Play Store and it is going to be launched in App Store soon. We just launched it on Play Store actually. So in the Ready to Play section, it is where players discover and play some awesome games. In the Ready to Store section, they can buy, rent, trade some digital game collectibles, as well as they can purchase some like digital or physical items like coupons or maybe like this pink t-shirt. And in the Ready to Pay section, which is our fintech arm, you can store, use, trade, and also you can spend your digital currencies directly into our platform with, like without the difference from any Visa card. And we have also an SDK, which is software development kit for game creators, and it's also AI powered, so we are securing the game from all black bots and like such attacks. And with the help of this SDK, any game developer can integrate blockchain technology into their games without knowing anything about the blockchain stuff. So they can maximize their retention, their loyalty, and their revenue. We are getting revenue, we are generating revenue from commissions from both game creators and gamers, and also we have some additional revenue sources. There's a huge potential in the market. We all know gaming industry is big. There is 2.2 billion mobile active gamers. This is huge, and many big companies, many big names in this industry is investing in blockchain. So they really believe that blockchain is the next big thing for gaming. But when we look at the numbers, there's only 30 million active players in blockchain gaming industry. So this is the gap we aim to reduce. There's a competition, of course, but like the closest competitor is Elixir, which is like the Web3 Steam. They aim to be the Web3 Steam, so they're on the desktop. And Arcade and PlayZap is running on mobile, but they are using their own games. So Arcade is doing it with 10 games, PlayZap is doing it like 25 games, but they are developing it. So this is not scalable as us. And we already have like 60K waitlist for our alpha version of the product, which is released on Google Play Store. And this is the old version, by the way. We already achieved, like, we already covered some partnership with over 10 studios, and we already have 50 games in our upcoming list. So the market really responds positively, since like game creators is really bored on like about the, like low retention, low loyalty, and low revenue from their games. Since they are using their millions into user acquisition, but they cannot generate enough money. We are such a like diverse team, just like the Smurfs. I'm the brave Smurf. I'm all into like growth. But without the help of our the stingy Smurf Harun, I would like spend all of our money in a month. And the vice grandpa Smurf is Çetin Karakoç, who is the third best cryptographer, by the way. He's protecting us from all like hack attacks with his like cryptographic magic. And we have 9 advisors. They're all successful people in their verticals. Like the Murat Kahraman is the CEO, co-founder of Game Factory, which is the biggest game accelerator in Turkey. And we are looking for 500K with our liquidity, with selling our liquidity, and we already cleared 165K. So we will use this fund only for development to launch the both SDK and 1.0 version of our product. And thank you for your listening, and I'm looking forward to your questions.
So I just want to actually better understand what it is exactly that the SDK enables. Is it generally, payments for mobile games, but perhaps down the line you're thinking of the minting and management of NFT assets, managing of private keys, perhaps all of that. But yeah, if you could just highlight kind of where we're at within this SDK currently, that would be helpful.
So I cannot hear you clearly because of these things, but you are asking the features of SDK, as I understand, right?
Yeah, what's the current status and where's it going?
Yeah. So the biggest mission of us is like building the on-chain version of our app. So the alpha version is off-chain, but we are integrating blockchain into the app soon, and we are releasing the on-chain version on January. So this is the biggest step. After that, in February, we will give the first version of SDK to developers. The SDK mainly help them to collect payments with crypto, to launch from the console I showed you here. They can launch digital collectibles, digital collections, and digital currencies directly from our local panel. So they can also make some like NFT gateways in their games. And yeah, so they can collect payments, they can make NFT gateways, they can launch collection services, and they can also give rewards to their user. And yeah, the whole process is secured by AI technology.
Which assets and chains do you currently support?
We are going to be multi-chain project, so we will be Ethereum virtual machine compatible. But we haven't decided our mainnet, so this is the net we will release the collections and currencies that will be released on our panel. But most probably it will be Polygon. But it's going to be multi-chain, our token will be multi-chain. We will have also an USD-based, USD-backed USDR token, which is also going to be multi-chain token.
So right now, the status is you have the app and the studios that you spoke about. You said you've got 10 studios. So what's your cooperation with them at this current moment? What will be in the future? What have you agreed with those studios?
So, for example, it is not clear, so I didn't put any numbers, but in the IPO Games Conference, one studio just committed over 50 games into the platform. So we are growing in a huge way. And yeah, so they are not losing anything as putting their games into our ecosystem, but they are generating an extra revenue. We are not cutting anything upfront, anything monthly, but they are only cutting from their revenue which is generated in our system. So like it's a win-win case for both us and for game studios.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Asak Elekaya and I'm the founder and CEO of Metapera. And in Metapera we are building many blockchain projects, and today I will be presenting you the DeFi project that we've been building for the last 2.5 years. And I thought it would be very useful to show you a video that we prepared. So let's start.
Would you like to enter the world of DeFi, the future of finance? With the new generation decentralized finance, DeFi, you can invest with higher returns without intermediaries, reliably and quickly. Are you ready to meet the world where Rate brings together investors and the future of finance? Rate allows investors to get the highest profit by investing on the protocol with their periodic income. The rewards collected in the system, which is based on commitment plans, are shared among the participants to generate more than one income and more value. The Rate protocol is based on commitment schemes that provide the best return through automatic buyback and burst of the Rate token. Rate takes advantage of the opportunities offered by DeFi protocols, enabling investors to earn additional and comparable returns. How to buy Rate and Rate G? The Rate token is connected through investments. If there is an equivalent commitment amount, Rate and Rate G mining will be realized in the Rate protocol. To get started, all you have to do is have a public Ethereum-based crypto wallet and connect to the Rate app. Yeah, all you have to do is go to www.ratefinance.io and simply connect your wallet. Then start earning immediately by investing in Rate Finance. Rate has 3 types of users: committers, depositors, hodlers. Rate provides comparable revenue models for each of these groups. Committers make an investment commitment of 3 to 12 months. A collateral of 10% of the total commitment amount is taken. Committers receive valuable Rate tokens into their wallets monthly in return for their investment amount. At the end of each month, committers receive the rewards accumulated in the protocol and Rate G governance tokens corresponding to the investment amount they made. 70% of the investment amount is used for buyback over a 24-month period, and 50% of the buyback amount is burned, reducing Rate's total supply. Committers benefit from Rate G and rewards 4 times more than depositors. Depositors make a 1-month investment instead of giving a commitment. No collateral is required. Depositors transfer valuable Rate tokens to their wallets in return of their investment amount. 50% of the entire investment is used for buybacks over a 24-month period, and 50% of the recovered amount is burned, reducing rates total supply. Hodlers. Hodlers trade the rate token on the market through trading and expect to benefit from the token's valuation. The investor monitors the high returns obtained thanks to the rate protocol and the value of rate and rate G crypto assets in his hand, and experiences the happiness of obtaining high returns. Website www.ratefinance.io.
Alright, so this was a video I thought it would be useful to show you, and maybe we can just go through the protocol and how it works. Actually, as you can see here, and also you saw in the video, we have two types of investors, committers and depositors. Depositor is just for 1 month investment, and committer is for 3 to 12 months investors, a long-term investor. We have the buyback and burn manager, which is the core of the protocol, because we want to make it deflationary so that the volume will increase in time. And for the buyback and burns, the committers' money will be 70% of that will be buybacks and 50% will be burned. For the depositors, 50%. 50%, as you see here, we have a 4-time rewarding for the investors. We give them the RAID tokens, which is the official token of the protocol, and they give them the RAID G token, which is the governance token of the protocol, and it will be much more useful when the DAO kicks in by the end of 2023. And also the staking rewards will be given. Also, the rewarding pool is going to be another income for the investors. All the treasury is deposited to protocols like Venus and Alpaca, and then the money grows there and then comes back, it's redeemed, and then all the reward is distributed to all investors. Staking rewards will be activated by the end of 2023. This is just what the committers page looks like. This is how they make the investment on amount of time. So this is the depositor and how they do it. It's very fast, very easy, and very straightforward. And this is the other projects that we have. Thank you very much.
I have just a quick clarification question. The video mentioned sort of proof of work and mining, but then you have staking and rewards and MetaMask logo. Is it a proof of stake, on Ethereum project?
This is all mined at Smart Chain. And we just had actually a meeting with the BNB chain guys yesterday, and we made a group together, and then we'll be working together on this. We chose Binance Smart Chain, and we're very happy about it. It really works very fast and very secure. And as I said, staking is going to be activated by the end of 2023 when the DAO kicks in.
How do you kickstart capital and liquidity on this network when depositors don't have to post any collateral? Like, who's willing to underwrite that credit risk initially?
The protocol will grow itself, and we have done the audits, and it's through because of the smart contract, it is not possible to take money out of the blockchain, treasury money. Basically, it will grow itself. It's what I can tell you.
Can you clarify that a bit why?
I'm not sure if I got the question right, actually, to be honest. Can you ask that,
Who's
please?
underwriting the initial flow of capital?
Well, we will go to Jaxis. We will be getting listed. We will be taking investors in, and then that will be the initial bank, if you like, and then that will continue from there. Because as the investors come in, of course, the treasury pool is going to grow, and then obviously it's going to continue that way.
And where does the treasury pool seek out yield on chain? Where does that go?
The treasury pool?
Yes.
It's owned by a smart chain, as I said, and it's as I said, as the investors come in, pour in, it will go get bigger. For the security, we are locking it onto the blockchain, and every day it's going to the protocols like Venus and Alpaca, and then redeeming back, and then all those rewards are being distributed among investors. That's how the protocol works.
Outside of the token emissions of the network, though, where does generally yield come from to then reward hodlers and then clear depositors from their claim?
Yeah, well, it's a monthly investment. So every day at 3:30 p.m., the protocol deposits all the treasury to Venus, for example. Venus protocol, we work with Venus mostly, and it works there, it grows there, and then every day again we redeem all that treasury back in there, and all those rewards are being distributed to all investors, committers getting 4 times more than depositors since they are long-term investors, and rewards are being generated this way actually. We're also thinking about giving out to the investors the transaction fees. That's also another thing that we will be discussing when the DAO kicks in. And when the staking starts together with the DAO, this will be another way for investors to generate income.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.